Hey, what's up there, YouTube? How you doing? I was going to come on earlier. I said I'd do another live stream. I did one early this morning. I was driving all around, and it's kind of different. It was neat. I was going through my old neighborhood and whatnot. Anyway, here I am. I'm going to do another live stream. I don't know how long I'll be on here. Sunday night, see if anybody comes on. I just saw something that was kind of disturbing. Hang on, wait a minute. I guess that was probably the notification I just heard go out. But over in Iran, it's wait a minute. Give me 1 second. Let me just see if this. That's not. I'm assuming that was the notification. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, in Iran right now, or there's oil wells that are on fire, and it looks like a fucking nightmare scenario. What's this? You're uploading shorts? Yeah, I saw one. You did the 9/11 fire helmet. Pretty cool. Yeah, over there in Iran, it's raining black rain, toxic rain. Evidently, it's from the oil wells burning. The weird thing. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Doc? What's up, Tammy? The oil wells. It reminds me of when we were fighting Saddam Hussein. He lit all his oil wells on fire. Anyway, what they said is this is called black rain, right? Well, Nagasaki, when they dropped the bomb, also had black rain, radioactive rain. Now, whether this shit's just from the oil, what if they used radioactive munitions to blow these wells up? I'm wondering. What's that? Yeah. Point being is this could be like a major ecological damage for the whole Middle East, the Mediterranean. All that shit's going to end up into the Mediterranean Sea. Poison all the fish. 1/3 of the fish are supposed to die in Revelation from wormwood, which is poison, or it's also radiation, meaning the word Chernobyl, for instance, in Russian means wait a minute, is that right? No, wait a minute. What the fuck was I gonna say? Chernobyl, when you wait a minute. I forget, but basically, it's basically wait a minute, hang on for a minute. What the fuck? Oh, wormwood. Wormwood in Russian is Chernobyl. That's what it is. And wormwood's actually what turns the water bitter. It's poisonous. It fucking star falls into the ocean and kills 1/3 of the fish or something. I'm wondering if that's more or less, even though it's not a star, as bombs were dropped, maybe shit's starting to happen like that. Also, the oil well that they hit over there, the name of one of them's Abaddon. Abaddon's in the fucking book of Revelations. It's also known. It was also known as Apollyon. Comes up out of the pit. Hang on 1 minute. What's that? 3 Mile Island. Yep. Yeah. House right. What's that? Your uncle had a house right nearby. He was there when it happened. Yeah, meltdown. Right. I'm wondering if shit's happening as we speak. There's a lot of different things that keep talking about that's in Revelation starting to happen. I'm still waiting for 2 witnesses to come forward. And basically, that's predicted. 2 witnesses are going to come and call fire down from heaven and all this other stuff in the sight of men. They're basically probably our last warning to get our shit right. And some people think it's going to be Elijah and Moses, or some say it's I forget who. What's it? I forget. I think Moses is supposed to be one, and maybe Elijah. Or hang on 1 minute. I'm trying to read this. That's what I'm waiting to see exactly. Wormwood is in absent. You're right. Doc. That's right. That's right. Wormwood's in the plant family that actually has sage in it. It actually has southernwood, another herb, and also mugwort. And what's in that is thujone. It's almost hallucinogenic. I think it can get you high. And that's in absinthe. It has a hallucinogenic property in it. Wormwood's a liquor they make out of that. Or is that right? Wormwood. Yeah, the plant's called wormwood. Um, anyway, I'm starting to see things starting to come in real time, like that Abaddon, the oil well area where they're saying got bombed. I think it's literally called Abaddon, and you go look that up. It's just an awful weird coincidence. Tastes terrible, like black licorice. Yeah, well, so does a lot of liquor. Not a lot, but like anisette has a black licorice taste, and what's the other one? Actually, I think wormwood is absinthe is illegal if I'm not mistaken now. Back in the day, they used to have it. And over in England, it still might be legal. I'm not sure. Yeah, black licorice is all right. Um, there's other things. Sambuca has a black licorice flavor to it, if I remember correctly. And there's another one too. Ouzo sort of has that. And anisette. We used to make sauces for different dishes using ouzo, anisette, and different things when I was cooking for a living. You drank some in New Orleans, okay? Did it fuck you up, Doc? Did you? I literally heard that it can cause you to have maybe mild hallucinations or something to that effect. Sweet anise, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, and I think that's what they make anisette out of. Anyway, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's illegal now. It was too gross tasting to me. Yeah. Um. Anyway, I forgot how I got onto this. Yeah, I was talking about right now. The same thing that happened in Nagasaki after the bomb blast. It rained a black rain, and it was radioactive rain. Now they're already calling this a black rain over there. Now, probably from the petroleum catching on fire, ash coming down. But I'm wondering if it's something more. Did they use? I know in was it Gulf War they used depleted uranium shells and stuff. Did they maybe use some munitions that were radioactive, or was it some of their stuff hit with small tactical nukes? Who knows? Because it was one really big bomb blast. Someone said, yeah, it makes you wonder. Did Trump go and drop a nuke in there? He seemed like he was talking about it. Something big was going to come. Anyway, it's unbelievable what's going on in the world to me. And he's calling it a holy war. Like I said the other day, there's nothing holy about war. And I don't understand what the fuck's going on. They're now seeing how far they can make the rubble bounce. Whatever's left in there, they're still dropping munitions in there, bombs in there. For what? Who are you killing? You killing babies now? The fucking, killing the innocent because anybody that's left, all the fucking bombs took out the fucking leaders of that country. When do we stop wasting our tax money bombing a dead country anyway? You know what I mean? Making sure that nobody can live there and all the oil wells are gone, or I don't get it. Because it's also going to increase the price of oil. I don't know what depleted uranium. Yeah. Yep. The shells from what do you call it? The Gulf War was like that. I'm just saying, you never know. I got some news for you, Doc. Probably lost a hell of a lot more than one soldier. You don't honestly believe that none of our guys are getting killed. There's 3 guys got killed bullshit. There's probably another several hundred they're not telling us yet about. They're gonna, meter it out so it doesn't sound that bad. So they'll still have the hearts and minds of the people over here backing him up as he keeps blowing up more shit. I mean, wars have casualties. I'm not buying it that, one guy died so far. They're probably covering up shit. We lost another soldier. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, but I tend to believe that they're not going to tell us everything anyway. They're going to continue to do what they're going to do. And meanwhile, every bomb they're dropping, they're making millions of dollars because they're able to go and make new ones out of our tax money. It's just they're getting rid of their old munitions now and go let Halliburton or who the fuck, Raytheon and all those companies make new weapons. Which I'll tell you what, we're using all our missiles and all this shit to do this, and China is just sitting back watching all this go down. China's going to wait till we're strapped too thin and then come in and try to get us, I think. That's what I'm believing is going to happen. They'll sit back and watch us waste all our, basically that war is more or less, in my opinion, over, unless you're trying to annihilate the country to nothingness. And why? Is it because Netanyahu wants you to do it? What's this have to do with America? Why do we got to blow them into kingdom come and waste billions in tax monies on missiles that, how high do you need the rubble to bounce? So we're overkilling them. Who's left over there, I'm wondering. And there are people in Iran that wanted to overthrow the government. They're now sitting ducks in there too. Not to mention how many babies are being murdered right now by bombs dropping that don't necessarily need to keep dropping bombs. But, I'm not a military whiz-bang genius or anything, but it seems like it's overkill to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know that I agree with keep going and going and going. And at the end of the day, how the fuck can you call yourself a Christian nation if you're destroying the shit out of another nation? They're beaten. It's like beating somebody up and just continue to pound the shit out of them. When do you say enough is enough? That's all. And I guess now I'm going to be called every name under the, what, you don't like America? That has nothing to do with any of this shit. Someone said that the other day. Now, I just don't like to fucking do what we're doing right now. I mean, we went over there unprovoked. We were unprovoked. They didn't fly their jets in here. They didn't drop bombs in our neighborhoods. We went over there because there's oil over there. But here's the deal. Also, Netanyahu wanted us over there. So we're fighting their war for them. What's this? I wish we would stop taking over the other country. Yeah, I mean, to me, it just seems kind of fucked up. Like I said, I always had an image of us being the good guy type of thing, And now I'm seeing maybe we're not so good after all if we're going to just... I want to get off this subject. It just bothers me because, what's up? How you doing? Who's that? Oh, no, not this guy. Got to remove an asshole from the chat. Let me see. Let's see. There you go. See ya, Pete. I don't think, you know what, Tammy? I don't think that's Amir. Amir's too busy ducking bombs. He's literally probably, if he's over there, but that's the kind of shit Amir would do. He'd troll the shit out of us. What's that? Yeah, there you go. Anyway, basically, It just, to me, it seems like Trump's just getting off on blowing the shit out of that, destroying the Middle East right now with that Iran. Don't get me wrong. We're better off without Iran having a nuke or any of that shit. I understand that. But there's a point when it's, to me, it seems like it's overkill. Oh, you mean I wouldn't put it past him? Yeah. Who, Amir? Yeah. The dude's been coming on here, Arkansas Pete, and trolling the channel for the last, off and on, for about a month now. You know? But anyway, to me, it just seems like when do we know when we're done? When nobody's left alive over there? So you have no problem. There's Christians over there. There's people that don't want nothing to do with the Ayatollah over there. You're going to just kill all those people off too? What, you know what I mean? Trump doesn't seem to care about what it's costing the American people. Yeah. Yep. Well, here's what they're looking at. All his buddies are making money hand over fist because now they're going to get more contracts to go make more missiles because we're using them all up now. You know, Raytheon and the other companies. It's fucking ridiculous. War is a profitable thing, and our economy's in the shitter. And the one way you get out of the fucking depression and all that shit is in war. So I think they're doing it to try to help boost the economy. In other words, they're sacrificing human beings so they can, live the lie a little longer. This fucking economy's doomed any way you look at it. The Ayatollah of rock and roll. Yeah. Yeah, he's buried under rocks and right now, I think. Did you guys see they had a video. I don't know. I'm assuming it was real, and I don't know how they got this. It was in a bunker, and they showed a bomb going off in the bunker. Like it went through, I guess, a bunker buster. And there's a big flash of light. Looks like it literally went through a table. And there was guys sitting around this fucking thing. It had to, I'm thinking, the more I think about it, it had to be AI. And the bomb was going off. And they caught it on film. Yeah. What's absolutely right there? I don't know. Just I don't know why, but it's kind of bothering me to think about this. Because wasn't Trump the guy that was going to get us out of all these wars, and now he can't wait to run to the next country and start taking over that one? And we had somebody on here that was saying, well, if we need it, we'll just go steal this stuff from somebody else. Do you do that in your neighborhood? Hey, we're out of toilet paper. Let's go bust into that guy's house and steal his last couple rolls of toilet paper. You know what I mean? And you might need to do that because shit, in a snowstorm, even people fucking go and hoard all that shit, It's just fucking nuts. Anyway, what's it say? He thinks he's king instead of president. Yeah. What happened to voting on shit too? Like, how come Congress is not voting on, when we go to war, the Senate usually has to agree to that. They have to take a vote and shit. He's just running over there. Okay, now we're going to Cuba. Now we're going over here. And nobody seems to have a problem with that. Did you guys forget what the rules were? You know what I'm saying? I don't hear nothing. Everybody's just quietly watching it all happen like it's dinner theater. Sitting back eating popcorn and watching the fireworks go off. But why? Why is this going on? How many bombs were dropped in your neighborhood by Iranians, or for that matter, any fucking country? The only bombs that's going off in our country was the fucking fentanyl shit that they're dumping on us. That I can understand. Go fucking stop that. But now he's running from country to country. And another thing? Where did Venezuela's fucking gold all go? They went in there and stole that shit. Okay? And it's in our markets right now. Go take a look at Mike Martin's video he put out today. Mike Martin's, he's from Canada. It's pretty enlightening because it wasn't ever about the drugs per se. It's about going in and stealing out the gold and getting the oil. All this shit is imperialism again. Same thing happened hundreds of years ago. You know? What's this? I got a question here. Orange, new black. What the fuck's that mean? Orange is the new black. Okay. They're trying to change the subject. That was YouTube suggested that we need to change up what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys can see that. Occasionally they'll put a comment up. I guess it's a bot or AI adding their 2 cents in. Speaking of which, you realize that when someone puts their 2 cents in, it's not worth anything now because they're getting rid of pennies. Just to let you know. Speaking of which, why the fuck do these companies want you to round up all the time? Do you ever, you got some change left? Oh, you want to round up? Fuck no, round down, motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I mean? What's going on that they want you to give? Billionaire companies need that extra few cents. Why don't you give it to the fucking poor people? You know? Is anybody agreeing with that? Or are you all on board with handing over your last 2 cents maybe to some jerk off at BlackRock, you know? Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm way off point about what I was talking about, and I can tell because there's nobody left in the oh, wait a minute, there's somebody. Tammy. Wait a minute. Who's that? 60 grit. Yeah. Oh, about the fucking, why do big companies want us to round up to the nearest dollar so they can get more money? Why don't you give the fucking consumer a break once in a while? It's not like you're losing money, you're making billions and you're lifting the prices of everything, you know? You say no to what? About rounding up? Yeah, absolutely. I will not do that. Fuck that. That's retarded. Would you like to pay more, sir? Fuck no. Why would anybody? You look for sales. You don't look to fucking go further into debt when you go to buy something from the store. I don't anyway. I think it's kind of fucking retarded to even think that way. Yeah, let me give you more money. You know, I'm not satisfied with just paying you the regular price. I need to go completely broke when I'm buying something worthless from. Yeah, thieves is exactly right. And nobody questions, nobody even sees that for what it really is. And if you bitch about what, dude, it's only pennies. Yeah, do that about 1 million fucking times, asking 1 million people. It's not just pennies anymore. And it's ridiculous. Why don't you say, hey, they don't even have an excuse. It's not like for Jerry's kids or anything else or 9/11 victims or people in Haiti need new shoes or whatever. They just want your fucking money, you know? And they won't even come up with an excuse why they want it. They just want it. Give them your fucking money already. What's the fucking holdup? You know? It's fucking fucking ridiculous, you know? Unbelievable. Unfucking believable in my book. To me, and again, maybe some people thinking, why is he making a big deal over a couple pennies? Because it isn't just a couple pennies. And, meanwhile, if you owe that company any money, you think they're going to cut you a break, you know? So anyway, basically, I'm seeing that there's almost nobody on here, right? Do you guys have anything up top there? I have 2 people on right now. It looks like YouTube's not pushing this out. I'm thinking I'm just going to fucking shut it down for the night. 2 in chat. Exactly. So I've been on here 25 minutes. It's just even worth going on, you know? 3. Okay. And 4 now. Because I said something now, YouTube's putting up fictitious numbers, fraudulent numbers, you know? If a divided house cannot stand. A divided reality will most completely definitely collapse. Right? Yeah, yeah. I'm just the more I think about shit, it just gets me disgusted. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that, like I'm saying earlier about dropping all these bombs and everything. They're just gonna have to make new bombs and take more money out of our pocket when we can't even afford the shit that's out there now. They're lifting the price of food, you name it. And it's going to be famine in the land, just like the Bible says. And they don't give a shit if children starve, you know. Anyway, I think I'm just ragging and ranting right now. I think I'm going to hop off of here. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. But anyway, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And if you can, give me a thumbs up. It's not like it's going to cost you. You don't have to round up your change to do that. Fucking ridiculous, man. They actually have the nerve to fucking ask you that. Why? What am I getting for the few more cents? Why do I got to round it up? Because it's convenient? Because you don't want to go to the bank and get change or whatever you got to do. So you just tell everybody, break it to the even, dollar or whatever. Fucking ridiculous. You guys have a good night. See you later. Hope everybody, hope everybody's ready for anything because no telling what's coming down the road. So be prepared. Have a good one. God bless you all.